360 uh, like video capturing software, right, on the market. Although when you bring in the files, when you bring them in basically FBX file style, it doesn't look perfect. It looks like there's a little bit of looks like it's kind of like melted butter in here or whatever, right? But it still gives an accurate representation of where everything's at inside the house. So you could literally walk people through the house and say, okay, hey, right here, I would do this to safeguard this. Look at all these windows right here. We need to have like a thing that would enclose the windows, right? And then you can go upstairs and look inside all the rooms here. Um, I can show you what it looks like in VR if you want. So that way you can see what the other user is getting. I'll throw my VR headset on later and do that for you. But yeah, so this is what we can do. I can bring in these FBX file houses and bring them right into the Sanzar platform. And the cool thing is you got audio in here. You got a lot of features right here that will help you navigate the space. But the most important thing is just being able to be in the home. So realtors are really liking this to kind of like show people what the house looks like. But I have another way to actually show off like how a realtor would show the house off, just using Matterport directly, right? So let me show you what that looks like real quick. I put it in the space right here. Let's see, right here it is. And this is the real estate company that I'm working with that has a bunch of realtors in every state. So what we can do is when they bring in customers, you could have like an office in here. And then if you're in your office with your avatar, which you could just keep it on your desktop open, if someone comes in and visits you, you could have a one-on-one with them right then and there. So let me show you how I'm showing off houses for realtors. They would just click on this and then go in the chat and then click on the actual link right here, right? And then what's going to happen is I'm going to go right into Matterport, just like the dollhouse, but I won't be with my avatar here, right? It's just going to be showing everybody around, but you can see the difference in the graphics, how this looks. And this is how we can also show off the houses, like using Matterport. So they just click on the little circles on the floor and it basically navigates them through. But the thing is what we really need in here is like you and an avatar, like physically showing them, you know, what they need to do. It's like if this is going to be the hideout here, then you got to show them how to get there and what the best way to navigate to that space, right? But that's how we're doing the showing off the homes for realtors. So the realtor would send them the link to get in the metaverse, and they'd meet face to face there, and then the realtor could just show them right on the share screen, like in a Zoom to them, what this looks like, right? And we could do the same even for what you're doing as well. But I think the best way to do it is to actually be in an avatar like this and have them be in an avatar. Or what you do is you be in an avatar showing them on like a Zoom, right? So then they're just being an audience to what you're showing them, right? So these could be rooms that you say, okay, let's go this way, here's this, here's that. Okay, over here's this is this, and that's that. But as you can see, using this type of technology will make it easy for your prospects to actually see what you're trying to do for them. So this could be how we could even make videos in here. This could be the marketing tool to make the videos that you need for the platform, right? Let me just go back over there. Let's see here. Yeah, this is it right here. I have to. So we're basically on the outside of the house here, right? But this is another way that you could actually do a 4D, walkthrough that people can see. Here, let me break cam here. So we could even break cam and go into each room like this. See this? So from a Zoom, you can do a lot with this application here, just like that. All right, well, if you have any question, I mean, I can do the VR headset to show you how animated it is and the viewpoint of the person wearing the VR headset if you want. Just let me know. If not, this is basically in a nutshell what we can do is we can, most of the realtor websites have Matterport already. So all I would need from the realtor is the FBX file, which is this file right here. And then I can upload it into the platform and then eventually, and even just going back to uh, the martial arts itself, this avatar with some sensors and stuff could actually be totally, um, I don't know how accurate it would be, but the thing is we could actually show them the moves with just being in an avatar, even with being in a VR headset with the haptic suit on. We could actually use this technology. So that's something that we could ask the CEO of this company what sensors they use, and that could be a package that we put together where they could also get hand-to-hand combat in here. You physically showing them how to do the moves, how to hold a knife, how to, how to block and everything. Anyways, the whole 9 yards, right? But yeah, if you have any questions, by all means, post it in the email back to me. And then once you get some ideas from this, definitely shoot them back over to me. And then what I'll do is I'll put together like a presentation. If you have any other people that you want to show this to get their feedback on it, more than happy to do a video for you. And then definitely want to show you how animated this avatar can be with a VR headset as well, because I can control the arms, I can control my face. The only thing I can't control with the VR headset is my legs, but if we put on all the sensors, the haptic sensors, then I can move my legs inside the space here. But other than that, this is what it looks like. If you like what you see, definitely let me know if you want to take the next step with it. As for doing blockchain, let me go ahead and just bring up the blockchain real quick here. I need to open up my account. So I'll show you what the blockchain that I'm using, what it looks like. So like I said, everything is like in one spot, so it's like a dashboard. So this is called Geode. It's on its own chain, so it's not connected to anything. Uh, you basically set up your account inside the platform here. Your wallet's in here. Everything's in here. So if you go up to the accounts, this is my account right here. It shows you how many tokens you have in your wallet right here. And then it's really easy to transfer tokens to other accounts. So let me show you. Let me go into my address book. So I can move tokens from my wallet to these other wallets right here just by hitting send, right? And these are basically these are my customers that use the chain to sell their products and service online. So right here's the marketplace. This is where you can upload a physical product, a digital product, services. You can look for other stores. You can see what's in your cart. But yeah, everything on here uses tokens to purchase things or give discounts, right? So let me just quickly kind of give you an overview of this. So your accounts have your address book, all the transactions you've done. The apps are basically right here. So you got your life and work, which you can create a resume and everything in there. You got your profile. DNS, this is to hook up websites to blockchain websites. The socials like a social kind of like Facebook, but you use tokens in order to have people look at your social media, right? Then you have the marketplace, which is basically in real life products, digital products, all that you can sell on there. You can report it if there's any nefarious things going on, you can report to the main corporate. And then you have messaging, which this is time is money, right? So if you have a lot of people trying to get your time with emails and stuff, if we blockchain it, people have to tokenize, hey, Mike, I got this email. Can you open it up? I'll give you 10 tokens, right? So we're incentivizing people even with doing their messaging here. Eventually, you'll be able to bring other cryptos in here and exchange it with the Geode token, and then you can put surveys in there too. And there's other things that you can do in here that I'm not mentioning right now. Another thing is voting rights. So imagine if you have like a big decision that has to be made and you got a whole community in there, you can actually create a DAO in here and use tokens to get votes and stuff, and have people vote on something to happen inside whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to vote on, right? Now there's more advanced features for like developers that are already developing on the chain right here. So if you know anybody that knows how to build blockchain, this is perfect for them because it's already set there. They just got to come in with their, tools and stuff what they want to add in. So yeah, so the mind's the limit with this blockchain right here. It's very robust. All I can say is think of Bitcoin, but now you have every single tool that you can run a business in that's tokenized inside the platform. And you can also earn tokens in there by doing certain things, referring people and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how many tokens that they minted in here. I think it's in the billions. I think it's like 10 billion tokens that they minted here. So they will not burn any tokens. So what that means is that the value will keep going up. So every time when someone trades, buys, and sells these tokens, when it actually gets listed on the SEC, it's going to be like Bitcoin. It's just going to keep going up and up until people start cashing out, and then it'll go down. But the thing is this is at the very beginning. There's still a bunch of more stuff that they're going to do to this. But if you have any questions, by all means, let me know, and I'm more than happy to introduce you to the owners of this as well. But with that being said, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.